A courtesy call after your performance, huh? Come to think of it, you Endo mentioned making the same kind of visit. Yeah, a visit to your master before and after your routine. It's just common courtesy of us Raduko artists and entertainers. So that means you paid the victim a courtesy call before your performance too, right? What did you see at the time? He was having a drink and getting himself in a festive mood. He liked to say drinking gave him a silver tongue. So he was already drinking by then? And I wasn't there in the dressing room yet at the time. He must have gone there during my act because when I went back.
Hold it!
Could you describe how they appeared? They were both stretched out on the floor, snoozing away. So sitting the victim up and over the table must have been the culprit's doing. After all, they wouldn't stretch out on the floor if they could take a nap. Plus that matches up with what Owen said in his testimony. But if he was asleep, how could you tell it was Owen? How do you know it wasn't Endo? I've known the guy for ages. One look at his face, I can tell which one I'm dealing with. I see.
Hold it!
Where did you find your master's note? I don't know, can't remember. You notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there's the sack here and health-eating Manju on the table. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. Oh, is that a fact? Of course it is. What do you think? And you didn't change anything around while you were in there? I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling you. I didn't see anything funny near Shisha, and I didn't touch anything in the room. Your baldness, I request Gairu's last statement be added to her testimony. Simon? What statement like that's going to do for us? Just play along, you'll see soon enough. I've no problem adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes? I have no problem with it either, Your Honour. What's Simon thinking?
Hold it!
So I just want to confirm, you didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place anywhere around the victim? I already told you, nothing. And you didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room? How many times have I got to say it? No, I didn't touch anything. But then she says she didn't see what Endo immediately saw when she checked the victim's body? Does that mean it wasn't there yet at the time? Oh, hold on, I guess there was something. What is it? The sober-making equipment was already there in the room. That means Bucky must have been there in the dressing room for me doing something. Oh, thanks for the non-help. Well, a new statement's been added, but she's still sticking to her guns. She said she didn't see anything unusual in the dressing room. That strikes me as a little strange on its own. Really? Why? If Master Tornado is really the one who left that, you'd think Gairu would have noticed it. If Master Tornado wasn't the one who left it, we must ask who did. You know what I'm getting at, don't you, Athena? I think so. I really appreciate Simon's help, but I'm going to come up with the answer myself this time. You admit the scent Owen smelled when he witnessed the crime was from your perfume. Yeah, sure, why not? All it proves is I was in the dressing room anyway. It won't do a thing to prove I killed Shiso. That may be true, but Buck is the one who bumped off Shiso. Gary, so you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master? You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right, what about it? I wonder who left the dying message with the Karuta cards. What are you going on about? It had to been Bucky. Sorry, but that's not possible, because only 3 people knew of Yuendo's personalities. Yuendo, your master, and you. If Bucky had left the Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen, he would have spelled Yuendo. What it boils down to is this. As a member of the Tornado School, you, Gairu Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. As the person who left the message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Will you ever quit your yapping?
Objection!
You are like riches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut the holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Will you quit butting in when things start to go my way? Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you just say? As the witness stated, she went to the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Gayru to leave at once. Gayru, would you please relate said reason to the court? There's a reason Gayru had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes Keep your eyes peeled, 'cause here it comes. Your hands all swollen and red. What happened, Gairu? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. What? Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With Typhoon Tornado making soba noodles in the dressing room, Gairu is lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shisho as he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hands. There must have been soba broth on his clothes or something. If I inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have a seizure and it'd be good night, Gayru. I could never stay in that dressing room for very long. A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. I certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either. This isn't good. You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I would do anything so underhanded. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of the witness. How I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. Without a sober flower in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand. Just touching Shiso's body caused this much damage. There must have been sober broth on his clothes. So I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room. I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a sober allergy. Did you know, Simon? Huh. Does it look like I knew? Protect the privacy of the witness, my arse. What a dirty trick. Now what do we do? There's only one thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sadmonk to shame with your cross-examination. Right. No matter how small, I'll find an opening and break her testimony down. You're not lying about the sober allergy, right? Of course not. I swear on the grave of my father up in heaven. I could even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She sees me telling the truth. I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never dreamt in a million years it'd clear me of murder. And you're coming out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flower to boot. Well said, Your Honor.
Hold it!
I'll give you there's quite a bit of flour scattered around the dressing room. But if you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, it came right back out. I mean, the sober-making tools are right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe in any air. But you still could have committed the crime if you held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did. Yeah, I guess you're right. Geez, get a grip, will ya? Maybe there's a twist here. Like you're actually allergic to dogs and not sober. You're kidding? Bring my little Jimmy in here. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling you, I have a genuine, honest-to-goodness sober allergy. Defense. The witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation of the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, lawyer girl. Oh, right, fine. I just started to think the same myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand because I touched Shiso. I think that's the giveaway myself. I have a question about that actually. If you're allergic to sober, does that mean you're allergic to noodle broth too? Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching sober broth can be just as deadly for me. Don't you know anything, amateur? Sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? Look, anything that has sober in it, or anything that has touched sober is like poison to me.
Objection!
Whoops. Well, let's ask the panda over there what he thinks. Is there really a contradiction there, O noble panda? No, there is no contradiction. And there you have it. If Mr. Panda says there is none, there must be none. Yikes. Good down, boy. Nice panda.
Objection!
Oh, I better do this one properly. Knock, knock. Who's there? This evidence and that statement. This evidence and that statement who? They contradict each other, that's who. That's not even the proper call and response for a knock-knock joke. And what's more, her claim doesn't even make any logical sense. Your performance merits neither applause nor leniency, defence. Yeah. Consult's available now. Okay. So, do you know anything about the testimony, Simon? Surely you jest. You trying to trick me into helping you? At least I'm not the one trying to hide the fact I don't have any ideas. Rats, the one time I didn't need to be right. But I mean, Simon doesn't say anything, I guess there's no contradictions. There's only one thing to do at a time like this. Press till we get some new testimony. Oh, it's one of these, is it? Right then.
Hold it!
So I just want to cover all my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? That is out of the question. By even asking, you show your complete disregard for all we've discussed until now. Yes, I have to agree. The defence can't go around suggesting new premises without basis. Unfortunately for you, Shisha didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. I don't see any particular inconsistencies in her testimony, and she seems to be telling the truth about her buckwheat allergy. What's your point? My point is I can't find a single foothold. Well, if you can't find one, make one. Why don't you just make up some baseless accusation? When will you stop behaving like such an amateur? If you don't do something fast, the trial will end here. I know. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. Anything.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
I have a question about that actually. If you're allergic to soda, does that mean you're... Yeah. Gayru could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where soba was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin. What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? I forget, there's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? No. It's just the worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I see. You have no rebuttal and the only thing left to do is to smile. Oh! That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Gairu, who's allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Gairu could be in the room and not have an allergic reaction instead. Mon Dieu! What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, you might be able to prove Gairu could have committed the crime. No matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts. Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling. True, I can't overturn facts. But what if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong? Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about now? Which piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point it out to the court. This evidence proves Gairu could have killed her master even with her soba allergy.
Take that!
It's Master Tornado's note. The note? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note? I'd love to know where this is going myself, because the only reason I know that is because the cutscene literally told you. So this must be a completely bullshit reason you'd never figure out on your own. The answer lies in the true meaning of this note. Its true meaning? This note does not mean, I am resting, do not disturb, as we had assumed. The dough. Leaving the dough to rest. But rather it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it. Wait a minute, Athena, that doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many a time, you don't let sober dough rest. But what's all this jibber-jabber got to do with anything? This is it, the home stretch. This note of Mr. Wetz will allegedly the Master Tornado was making udon noodles. The victim Typhoid Tornado was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Hokuka! The layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually it was totally possible for Giru to be in the room and kill her master. What? If that's true, that changes everything! Your Honour, the defence requests the flour in the room be tested immediately.
Objection.
But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Giru did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Well... Even if it were udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Giru committed the crime. But... Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back. Enough with the threats already, I got it! Talk about pressure. Alright, Athena, take a deep breath and go over everything again. I'm going to revisualise the case from start to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence Giru committed this murder. What was Master Tornado making in his dressing room? Master Tornado was making udon. By my logic, Master Tornado has been making udon noodles in his dressing room. Something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl on the table? Even though the Master wasn't making soba noodles were found at the scene. That means the noodles had to come from somewhere. Wait a minute. One mysterious serving of soba noodles? That sounds familiar. Where did the soba in the bowl come from? The soba noodles found at the scene were from the Master's stock of uncooked noodles. Then, why did the Cobra go out of her way to cook the soba and put it in a bowl? Soba was found at the scene. That means the Cobra must have taken the udon with her to hide it. Why did the Cobra take the udon away to hide it? The murder weapon was udon dough. That's it! The udon dough was the real weapon used to kill Typhoid Tornado. The reason why no weapon was found is because Giru got rid of the dough somehow. Is it in her bra? The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. If we can find the dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Giru's guilt. Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think would prove she's the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Submardi. If the injury on Giru's head was caused by the victim's knife, Giru's blood must have dripped down onto the dough and used as a murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Oh, but where is this conclusive evidence?
Let us hear your theory on where the murder weapon is.
Well, it's... If I can't find the answer in the evidence I have on hand, we'll lose this trial. How did Gira get rid of the Udon dough? Think, Athena. Do I have the point of suspicious behaviour on Giru's part?
Okay, she buried it with the dog's leftovers then. Now then, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. Where is the real murder weapon hidden? Nice barking you did there. I assume you have the bite to back it up.
Stop distracting me, especially not right now.
Take that!
Giru? Huh? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about murder. Stuff the Q-tax in your balloon hat. Gira got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose by feeding it to her dog. No,
Of course. Now it all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Giru should have known her own dog's eating habits. Would feed Jinmu more than he could possibly finish.
Your Honour, please order an investigation of the yard right now.
And when should the police at the theatre be looking for exactly?
Jinmu must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around the doghouse. Dumplings that Gira made out of udon dough with her blood in it.
This is preposterous.
I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way.
Huh. What are you blathering on about? You still have work to do. Now, by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena.
You've got it. Giru, do you remember what you said would happen when the truth was finally revealed? Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop. Ah!
Pokunka!
I'm a Raguka artist. I'm the one who was supposed to inherit the name. But then, she's so... Wow, my balloon's bursting. Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. Ah!
Damn, so they really were balloons.
Are you ready to tell us everything now, Giru? The whole reason I entered the world of Raguko in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean...
Uendo Tornado.
I know I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like she so wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah, that's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show, celebrating the name succession. So that was your entire motive? I doubt anybody else can understand, but Inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living.
Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show?
Because I wanted to pay Uendo back for stealing what's rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered. But then Uendo tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet. And now we know the whole story.
There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making Uno in his dressing room yesterday?
No, I didn't. When I saw the sober-making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it.
So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end, you only went through with it on impulse. Then the allergic reaction on your hand is it from touching the soda in the refrigerator with your bare hands? When you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death?
Yeah. By that time, I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy.
Giru, how could you do all this, you idiot?
Giru, I get your desire to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart.
Do you have anything to add, Prosecutor Samardi? Any objections? No, Your Honor. Ms. Athena Sykes.
Yes? It's the first time he's used my name.
I shall be sure to remember your name.
Really?
Seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary.
Thanks. That's all I ask, Prosecutor Samardi.
It looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring the defendant. Finally sobered up. Oh good, it seems you made a full recovery. Now then, the court finds the defendant, Bucky Wet, not guilty. This court is adjourned.
Congratulations, Bucky. I'm so glad you were found innocent.
Thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee.
Still sucks you're accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did you end up have it out for you or something?
I don't think so. Uendo said it was a spur-of-the-moment idea he got when he saw the sober-themed cards.
Simon, where have you been?
I stopped at Uendo's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way. I almost got convicted out of convenience.
Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all charges, so buck up, Bucky. One more important note I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tornado let Kira inherit her father's name?
What do you mean, on a more important note, Miss Chickadee?
Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. Just go with the flow. Now, come on. You think the Master was trying to encourage you to quit the entertainment business?
No, that's not it. He didn't get an name to her because he wanted Giru to find her own calling in life. To perform whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Raguko. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her in a new endeavor.
So that's why he went to the theatre, huh? To teach him how to make udon?
A more roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you.
So the entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding? How sad.
By the way, Giru wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on. Even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. What? You talking about me? Come on, no way. All that old man ever did was criticize my sober.
That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him. David, look, Bucky. Whose name is on there as the holder of this title deed?
It's still my name. Master Tornado was up to one of his tricks when he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to go into a truly capable owner of your father's stead. He probably used some tough love on you, so
the shop wouldn't just go belly up.
I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tornado, I'm so sorry. Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations. Thanks, Sammy. And you too, Miss Chickadee. One day, my sober's gonna be so good it'll knock the old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Wet Sober, Wet Noodle number 4. Well, I better be getting back to my shop. I've got to get ready for the lunch rush.
Hold on. Can I place an order for delivery, Bucky?
Yeah, Miss Chickadee?
Deliver a bowl of udon to Giru on behalf of her master.
You got it. I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tornado would have packed into it too.
Thank you.
We'll see ya. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime.
I will. I'll bring the whole agency with me.
Do us all proud, Bucky. I'll have the best sober in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out.
It's nice to have somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I leveled up in any thanks to this case.
Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half if I hadn't been by your side.
You don't know that.
For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyse yourself more objectively.
Well, you could just teach me your famous mind tricks, Simon.
No.
Way to shut someone down? Why not?
Because the more pesky lawyers there are, the harder my job becomes. It's in my best interest for you to remain green forever.
Hey, what about in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by you Endo?
Must you remind me? How could I have known you Endo would do time sober?
Speaking of time sober, I just thought of something funny.
Oh goody, I can't wait.
Okay, here it is. In time sober, why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on, don't you know, Simon?
How should I know?
Because 7, 8, 9. Thank you. I'll be here all week. ROTFL.
That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sober or something and go home.
Your treat.
I'll treat you at 50% of the tab, and don't forget, you still owe me for the man due.
Really, Simon? Wouldn't hurt for you to pay for me every once in a while, you know.
Quit squawking and get walking, Athena.
Hey, wait for me! I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer, but just like Mr. Wright, Apollo and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. Je peux le faire. I can do this.